Alrighty then. Welcome to Outdoor Fun. Alrighty then. Well, I'm here at the cottage. The water is high. Went over at least a foot since last week. And when I checked this morning, it was 8 inches from 2017 levels. So anyway, let me give you a closer look. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Yeah, you can see some waves came up here a little bit. Anyway, the water is right there. Looks like it dislodged some of my sandbags, which are here. So I'll push those back up. And yeah, it's right up to the top here. Got a bit more room over here. But really, it's like a foot from, yeah, just over a foot from coming over. So actually more than that, maybe a foot and a half, which I think it's like 2 feet from 2019. So we're still a little ways to go. Anyway, I'll show the progress of that from the Mississippi Valley Conservation Authority website. As you can see here, the water level has gone up 1 full meter this month. Just crazy. Anyway, 2017 was 157.78. 2019 was 157.94. Anyway, so you can see, we still have a little bit of ways to go before we hit those numbers. Anyway, back to the video. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll talk about what I'm doing this week. Alrighty then. Yeah, so this week I got the new windows coming in. They're coming in tomorrow. And I'm going to connect the water right now. I'm not going to take my big hose out because it's over my head actually out there right now. The water is so deep. So I'm just going to find a couple of smaller pieces and put them together, and I'll just stick it in pretty close to shore. So let me get started on that, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. This year, actually, I'm going to do it the simple way. I'm actually going to use my sump pump, my submersible pump. I'm going to stick it in the lake, and I'm going to put a hose right into my hose outlet, and I'm going to fill the whole cottage up with that. Anyway, we'll see how that works. Stay tuned. Alrighty, I was going to use these two pieces and put them together, but they're not long enough, so I'm going to go grab an old piece that I have in the yard. Stay tuned. "25 feet should do it." 'Alrighty then, I couldn't remember how much stuff I had out here, so I went and I bought a few extra adapters. As it turned out, I had pretty much everything in here, but that's okay. I got a new clip valve. I'll use that one. I have one in here, but it's all, I don't know if it's got a bracket there. It has a adapter on it already, and it's a 90-degree. I don't really want that. So this will work for what I want to do. Yeah, so I got that piece cut, 25 feet. Just make sure this is okay. I don't know why they put this across the threads like this. Kind of a pain. Let me see here. There. Put some thread on that. Oops, broke. Come on. That'll work. That'll work. That should work okay. All right, got a couple clamps. Let me grab my piece here. That'll work. Just heat this up. Slides on a lot easier when it's heated. So slide that on nicely. All right, get that screwed on and I'll get the other one, the other side. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, cheers. I have myself a little liquid lunch. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the sauna going. So it's nice and hot when I jump in the lake to put I'm gonna put a buoy and make sure that everything is secured properly. So anyway, let me get all that going and then I'll finish assembling this and then I'll get ready to go in. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Just gonna grab some cord here. And I'll tie this just like a little makeshift buoy for the end of the thing. Actually, I should be using my new rope tying kit there. Come up with a better knot than this. But anyway, I'll just do a standard crazy knot. It'll be good for, this will probably only be out there for a few weeks and then I'll put the main line in. But that'll be good enough for now. There. I'll tie that off here as well. Something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Be like survivor knots where they have like 400 knots to untie. Anyway, that'll do. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up throwing this end into the lake, and then I'm going to put one block, and I'll show that, and then I'm going to connect it into my hose here. So let's just get a good view. I'll just move over here for a second. This is pretty standard procedure, but it's always good to kind of show it in case somebody is watching this that's never seen, lake water go in. Yeah, so now I'll just connect it to where it goes into my pump. Stay tuned. All right, that's all set. Now I'm just going to get my bathing suit ready and go in and take my sauna. Haha, stay tuned. Alrighty then, time for a sauna. Alrighty then. Oh man, that is so refreshing. So deep. You see how deep that was? Holy smokes. Cheers. I figured I'll just, that's just the beer I started earlier, so. MGD, Miller Genuine Draft. Anyway, I got the sauna rocks this time. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. I don't know if it's hot enough to get the steam, but let's see. Whoosh. I have to look that up again. I can't remember what it's called. Lola. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to work on that. I think what I need is, I didn't put it on there long enough, so it needs to get a bit hot. So anyway, that was fun. So one of the reasons I only put a short hose in this year is, well, two reasons. First reason, it's so deep. I mean, my hose is like 200 feet. That's a long ways to walk out there. And the other reason is when it's this deep in this bay, the bass might come in and spawn. So, you know, that's the last thing I want to do is be out there disturbing anything. So we'll see if they spawn. They usually, I think that last year there was a big flood there. There were some spawning beds. So I'll just kind of keep an eye on that. I don't want to disturb that. So anyway, I'm just going to relax now. I got to go in and do my window trim because the window guys are coming tomorrow. But I'm going to connect the water, so got a few things to show there. But for now, I'm just going to relax in the sauna. See you soon. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, that was refreshing. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tape, Teflon tape, on the drain plug, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my pump, my other pump, utility pump, into the lake, and through the hose, I'm going to pump it into my hose outlet all the way through the cottage and out the line. So anyway, let's get this going here. All right, I think that should be good enough. Let me get the rest of the stuff and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the utility pump. That's I did this, well, actually, Ron might remember, but there was one year where I basically just brought a hose over from his outsource hose and I just pressured the whole place with it. So I'm going to try the same thing using my utility pump. It should be a little bit easier, especially with the short inlet. Anyway, let's see what it goes. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, we'll start with connecting this intermediate connector, so it allows a male and a female or a male to male, so I can connect this guy in properly. Alright, so I've got that opened up and I have the valve open going into the pump as well. Let me get the other side connected. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, so I've got the hose connected out here and I've got my electrical cord and my pump. So I just need to connect the hose to the pump. Just throw it in the water just so that it's got a good spot to suck up some water and turn her on and see what happens. Stay tuned. Let's see what happens. All right, there's definitely water activity going on. So, let's see how long that takes. I can feel water. Let me take a look inside and we'll go in and open a couple hoses, see what happens, or a couple of faucets. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, so hopefully this is doing its job. It's gonna have to fill that hot water tank, which will take a little bit of time. And then I would think there should be some water flowing through here. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna let that fill up. So it basically needs to fill up all of that hot water tank. And then I should start to get some pressure in the different outlets, or sorry, the different faucets. Let's just turn this one on too, just see. You can hear the bubbling and bubbling, that's good. And I'll do the toilet last. Let's go in here. Give him a little bit. There we go, a little bit. Perfect. All right, well, let me go back outside. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, I'm just gonna walk back over to the pump. I don't know if this has enough pressure to actually build up pressure in here, but it could possibly. Yeah, it looks like it may have a couple of PSIs in there. But as soon as I turn the pump on, I mean, this should be full now. I could probably put the pump on, but I'm just gonna let this fill the inside, fill the hot water tank, and I'll just kind of drain some of the air out of the system inside. So I'm not going to show that. All I'm going to do is just go to each faucet and just turn them on and off until I get all of the air out. And then I'll come back in here, I'll disconnect this and I'll fire up the pump. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, so for some reason I think it doesn't have enough pressure to fill the hot water tank properly. So I'm just going to disconnect and use the pump. And hopefully the pump primes everything up. Stay tuned. Let's see. Alrighty then, I checked and the pressure has been building up in the tank itself, so it should fire right up. Anyway, let's see. Stay tuned. got a little bit of a bubble on my my inlet there, so my drain plug. So let me get that fixed. Stay tuned. Yeah, I should have known that might happen. Especially when I put the threads. I didn't put the threads in. They weren't great, but I should have left this loose because it's nice to purge some of the air from this top spot. So I'm going to yeah, that didn't do a very good job. I threaded it the wrong direction. Sorry, Brown. I guess I wasn't a very good pupil. Anyway, let me put that on this way this time. All right, I'm just going to get a little bit of water. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a prime, and or just a little extra in there so she starts up. Stay tuned. Ha, little stick. All right, let's get this turned around. Get this thing fired up. Very close now. It was, there we go. You heard that extra rumble, bubble, bubble, bubble. That was when I opened it up and let it, some of that, there must have been a little bit of air trapped within the system. So anyway, that worked out nice. Now I'm just going to let everything fill up. Actually, it should be full inside. Pretty much full inside. Now I'm going to go in and get the hot water flowing through the system, get the air out of that. Anyway, let me take you inside, give you a tour of the hot water. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. So I guess I probably should have taken my boots off, but oh well, she's muddy in here already and dirty. So I got nice cold already, and the hot is starting to come through now. There it is. That's good. And then this guy, we know the cold was working good. Now let's try the hot. Good. Now let's check the main sink. Check the cold again. A little bit of an air bubble and the hot. Sweet. All right, that's awesome. Now I just need to plug it in, get hot water. I'll be able to take a shower tonight. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, that was awesome. Cheers, that's the same beer I started earlier. Oh, I'll have to have another one here. Once this is done, I got everything done. The toilet is just filling right now. The toilet's, it's like it's got some dirt or something in it, so it's very slow, but it'll clean its way through. I gotta do all of the window trim. I have to take all the trim down. I'm not gonna pay for that. I can do that myself. Plus I want to make sure that I could save the trim in case I decide to reuse the same trim. So once the windows are installed. But for now, you know, that's my job for the rest of the day because they're coming first thing tomorrow morning. So I've done 3 of the windows already, the smaller windows. And now I got to tackle the bigger ones. And, you know, and then I've already moved some of the furniture around. You can see the 2 couches are here. And I got to move I'll probably move my computer desk into the porch so I can, you know, while they're doing stuff. Yeah, so tomorrow, so what am I going to do? I don't know how long it takes them to put the windows in. Is it going to be 4, 5, 6 hours? I have no idea. There's 8 windows, 3 big ones and 5 small ones. I guess it depends on the size of the crew. If it's 4 people, maybe they're done in a few hours. But if it's just 2 people, you know, they could be here all day. So I've got activities planned just in case. I've got stuff I can do in the work shed. I have that tree to process and cut up into rounds. And I can always just play on the computer as well. Play a little bridge and watch some shows. Anyway, that's it for right now. I'm going to relax a bit. And I might just show a little bit of what I do with the trim. But I mean, it's really not that hard. What am I doing? I'm just taking a crowbar. And but I'm trying to do it to protect, you know, the wood as much as I can, because, you know, I want to reuse that trim. If I can, I may decide to go with a different style of trim. We'll see what the windows look like once they're installed. But anyway, I'm pretty happy to have that water in. It was fun to go for a little swim, even if it's a short dip. Sauna was fun, yeah, I'm just you know, crossing fingers that the water level starts to recede, because right now it's, you know, it's I think earlier I said it was 8 inches from 2017. 2017 was very devastating, but that's when I put in the 12 tons of rock in the front. Manually did that wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow, and then I put I think 3 loads of fill slash topsoil, because I had lost so much land. I think I talked about that in a previous video. Anyway, time to relax. See ya! Alrighty then. So basically what I've already started to do is take some of this trim off, and I want to try to keep it as much as I can. So it came off pretty good. I got a bunch of these little nails, so I'm going to have to pull those off afterwards. But basically, all I'm doing is I'm just taking my crowbar and taking the 2 pieces that come off this way, because basically what I have is I have 2 horizontal pieces that are sandwiched between two vertical pieces. So you have to take them off in order, right? So because you can't take one and push up against the other. So you got to take the two horizontals, and then you can take the two verticals. So I got to take this other horizontal piece off next. I'll just pull this over. Just slowly moving it a little bit at a time all the way up. So let's see if I can get a little bit of a closer view. You can kind of see. Go. So you can kind of hear that squeak, 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 squeak. That's it coming off of its brad nail. Just go down here again. A little bit there. There we go. Almost done. I can't pull it off. Oh, so close. Last couple. And last one. All right. And no nails left on the board. The nails are all on the side. And actually, I brad nailed at that pretty darn good. So anyway, I'll take the brad nails off after. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what I need to do. So I need to do that for all of these windows. And when it's done, I'm not gonna bore you with me prying these off. But basically, now I got to do the two horizontal pieces, and yeah, we're good. Anyway, I'll show you when it's done. All right, stay tuned. Alrighty then. Yeah, so I got the trim off and I've put it over here. So not too bad. Just got the trim off each of the windows. Yeah. Looks all right. It's ever bright in here with the shades down, or with the curtains down. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing these new windows. Awesome. Well, the next picture of the windows will be new ones. Haha. Anyway, see ya. Alrighty then, check out the new boardwalk. Yeah, no more getting soaked in the water. Anyway, got a nice fire going, hanging out. Had a nice little visit. Went to see Gracie, a little dog up for adoption up the road. Anyway, you never know, might see. Yeah, anyway, I sent a message to Carrie Ann, and you know, you never know. Anyway, let me just show you the boardwalk here. It's a little bit better than walking in a foot of water. Anyway, let me show you the fire. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, not sure if you can tell, but that's like a big ass log I threw in there. Anyway, it's gonna burn for a while. And when I go back inside, I'm just gonna take it out of the fire pit, stick it in the water, or not in the water, but on the very wet grass. And then I'll put it back in tomorrow. Anyway, sounds like good, eh? Yeah, sounds like fun. Anyway, tomorrow, looking forward to getting the windows in. You can hear the loons, eh? I love that. Love it. Great time of year, except for I'm a little bit nervous about the water, but that's okay. We'll deal with it as it comes. See ya! Alrighty then, at the property, gonna go check the trail cams. Just looking out, and it looks like Ben's taking down his maple buckets, which makes sense. It's that time of year, so I'm sure he's got those all cleaned and put away for next year. And I think he's probably finishing up some of his sap boiling, just like I need to finish off. Anyway, let me go check trail cam, see if we get some good videos and pictures. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, out on the trail. I was gonna bring my drone, I forgot. Anyway, maybe next week I'll get it to follow me in here. I think that'd be kind of a cool perspective. Anyway, when I get closer up here to where I spooked the deer last week, I'll start recording again, just in case. Be nice to catch that on video. Anyway, stay tuned. Alrighty then, well, I didn't spook anything, but I did check the trail cams, and I actually moved one of them. Yeah, I guess hopefully there's going to be some good captures at the end of this video. We'll see. And we're going to head back to the cottage. The guys are working on the windows, so started with 2 guys. The first window was a little rough. It was a little bit, took them a little while to get it all in there, but I got another couple of guys, so hopefully they're making good progress when I get back. Anyway, I'll show some pictures of the after, so hopefully it's gonna be nice. Anyway, stay tuned. Alrighty then, I just thought I'd show a little bit of progress. So this is what it looks like when the windows are gone, and there's the new window there, and they're halfway done, so they're just taking a break. So I figured I'd just show the view of the lake without a window. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll show some more video later. See ya. Awesome. Alrighty then, check out the new windows. Very nice. Let me go around the other side. Stay tuned. Alrighty then. Wow, what a difference. Check that out. That is so nice. Wow, what a difference. Alright. Well, I got a little bit of work to do on the inside, some trim, and a little bit of caulking to do on the outside. Anyway, should be good. See ya. Alrighty then, check out this beautiful merganser. Wow, what a beauty. What a beauty. There you go. And it's basically 5 feet of water right there. Normally it's a couple of inches. Wow. See ya. Alrighty then, good morning. Wanted to talk a little bit about what I'm going to do to frame these windows. These windows are really cool. I think all new windows are like this, but they have a channel in here that accepts 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch material. And when I talk to the guys, normally what they'll do is they'll put a piece in, and then they'll rip that to whatever width it needs to line up flush like that. And that's not too bad, but depending on how much ripping needs to be done, it's a little bit of extra work. I kind of like the idea of having more of a lip, like a shelf kind of. So maybe I might go with like a longer piece here and then just kind of butt up like that. And that would be very easy to do. I wouldn't have to do any ripping at all. And I get this nice little shelf effect. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to look at, I like pine. I love the knotty pine. I'll go take a look at that material. I'm going to also look at just plain white 3/4 inch boards. Because maybe I'll do white and then pine, or maybe white along there with pine and then just pine out. I don't know. It'll be something I don't have to do right away. I'm just going to kind of play around with it, maybe do one window at a time. The other option for this particular window, because I had already framed this out, and I'll just move this back, you know, is I could basically take these off and then just resize so that this lines back up. So I don't know, that's something to think about. So anyway, I'm looking forward to whatever I end up doing, but I'll take my time doing it. This is no rush, right? These windows are sealed, they're airtight, and they're going to be nice and warm. So I mean, I could even wait and do this over the winter. Although I do need to kind of do some caulking on the outside, so where it meets up with the existing J-channel vinyl. I want to make sure that there's the 2 grooves down the side and probably the bottom one get some caulking, but that shouldn't be too difficult to do. Anyway, that's it for now. See ya! Thanks for watching.